Happy Friday, everyone. I've been getting a ton of positive feedback on these recaps. I like to do a recap, just a journal for my own use, because, as a trader, you're never going to be the best. You're going to always want to learn more as time goes on. This is how we bought the dip today based off of VIX. I was tweeting all day in my private feed. We're looking to buy the dip if we could get VIX to tag this level of supply around 31.20, 33. I noted this triangle developing, which did suggest a relief bounce in the supply and a fade. So why I use VIX in confluence with the broader market is because if I know what VIX is going to do, I can predict with a high degree of accuracy what's going to happen with the market. I was looking for a VIX rally in the 31.20, 33 supply today and a smash in volatility, which results in a market squeeze. This was our plan for today. Another thing I was looking at was leading stocks. I was looking at Apple, which was also approaching this nice daily rally-based rally demand zone around 134.60, 132. We got long Apple as well. I was looking for a bounce out of that level. And another thing that I saw was AMD. We got long AMD as well. We waited for the retracement back into demand in my $89.15, $88 area. I was looking for a bounce out of that zone. So I just saw a bunch of leading stocks approaching higher time frame levels of demand, and I saw what the VIX was doing, which did suggest a crush in volatility. So this is what I was seeing today. VIX some color. If that upper level is not broken, this is a valid triangle. I see VIX getting crushed, which would result in a market squeeze. So again, guys, here was an update on VIX I tweeted about, looking for projection in 31.20, 33, and a market squeeze. So let's see what happened. So we were looking at the VIX, and from our last chart that I just showed you guys, we got this huge smash in volatility, and we got the expected market squeeze. So VIX got crushed for 11%. Therefore, we get the expected market squeeze, and ES ripped for literally 90 points. Another thing that we saw today, not only did VIX confirm this move for us when we got long, but I noted this inverted head and shoulders forming on ES as VIX tagged supply. So we saw this sort of trappy action, a lot of chop, a lot of accumulation down here, but we did see this pattern forming with a higher low on the right shoulder, and which gave me more conviction for us to hold long. So here's the before, and this is exactly what happened, guys. VIX hit supply, we formed our pattern, boom. We just get a massive squeeze in the markets where we caught the long for a beautiful trade, 89 points. That gave us a bunch of nice long opportunities as well, just using VIX. So here is some reasoning as to why we took our AMD trade. This is why this was a valid demand zone. So for AMD, the reason why I had labeled this as a demand zone was because it was valid because it proved itself. So if I go onto the 2-day chart, you can see we formed this drop base rally demand zone. Drop base rally. We see we formed this level. Reasoning was because this level of demand right here at 89.15, around 89.15, $88 area, this level of demand saw a change of character, meaning right here we broke this high right here at 99.50. So we formed a lower high, came down, formed this huge engulfing candle, drop base rally demand zone, which was further confirmed because this level of demand took out this high, took out $99.50 high. So it took out this high, made a higher high. So we took longs right in this zone for a massive 6% move on AMD. So again, the only reason why I sent this alert out was because we had broken this previous high. And that gave me conviction to alert the trade. So this were some things that I was looking at for today. Let's see, these are all our profit taking. So I basically said AMD is close to my swing entry. I'm watching it close. I think we rip. Again, here's my plan, and I tweeted out the strategy from this morning. Again, it was a swing setup I'm eyeing. I like it because the buy zone took out the prior high of 99.60. We patiently waited for a pullback into demand, and boom, market just went bananas. So here is some color as to what I'm saying for next week. Just my 2 cents. I love to use volatility. I love to use the VIX to chart and predict. I don't know why this keeps on lagging. So I like to use VIX because it's super powerful and you can predict when things can turn. So if I just delete some things here and I just show you guys a wave count and just patterns in general, you can see that VIX formed a 5-wave structure off of the $1830 low. We have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and is forming a potential triangle. I believe this is a big triangle. We have lower highs, higher lows, a lot of sideways, massively range-bound action, but VIX is elevated above 30, which means there's still fear in the market, and we're getting these just huge swings. If I break it down into a daily chart, it's easier to see the 5-wave structure count here. This looks like some kind of wave B here. Wave B or wave 4. It's probably a wave B because triangles can only take place in wave 4 or corrective wave B. So now that we have our macro wave count plotted out here, so we have our wave 1, 2, and then again, you have to do your sub count. Then you get your waves 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Smaller degree. Let's put that in red. So we have a nice clean 5-way structure. Wave 1, 2, extended wave 3, 4, 5. So with that being said, with this being a triangle, all subwaves can be broken down into 3 waves, which is a characteristic of a triangle because subwaves should be divided into ABCs, not 5 waves. I believe that this is still my projection from this morning. I still believe that we are going to get a bit more market upside, and I think we're going to see the VIX complete its last leg down into this daily demand zone. This is a daily demand zone because here it is a drop base rally. Drop base rally. So this is the daily demand zone right there. Daily demand 27.15, $25.50 level. So with that being said, we have our daily demand zone plotted. I think we are going to see a bit more market upside next week as VIX pulls down into this demand zone, but I think the market is going to get smashed shortly after. Reason being is that if this is a triangle and we are completing wave E of the triangle, this demand zone on the VIX is likely to trigger for a breakout, and I believe that we get our A, B, C, D, E to complete the triangle, and I think VIX can go insane. I think VIX can break out from here. Of course, this would be void if this low is broken. So if 2490 is broken, the triangle's void, but above, I think this demand zone holds, and we get at least some kind of spike in volatility out of this level. So VIX spike equal market pulls back. So I basically think we're going to pull in here, and I think that the VIX is going to spike, and I think market can pull back. So that is what I'm looking at for next week. And again, I highly recommend you guys learn how to track the VIX. It's so powerful when it's used properly. Just from our reversal calls, I mean, most of it was called just based off VIX, not even using the charts and the indexes. I mean, we caught 54%, 55% profit on calls, not even looking at an S&P chart, just solely just based off VIX. So I hope you guys like these recaps. I'll do more of them just to give you guys my broad market view and what I'm seeing for next week and stuff. But I like to do recaps explaining why I took a trade. And other than that, it was an awesome week. Looking forward to next week. Hope you guys like the video.